up in the bed. Break you in, damn. Get us every day.
Hey there, I'm Jeff, player 831 and season 1 champion of Beast Games. And guess what? We're back for season 2. So I'm going to be coming at you every week with episodes of the Beast Files, recaps, bringing on contestants from the show. And today, for episode 1, if you haven't seen it yet, you have to tune in right now. There will be spoilers, but also you have to see it because this guy was a star in episode 1. Every time
I'm not a star.
It was him. This is Jim, 173. How are you, Jim?
I am fantastic. I've been up all night. I stayed up till 3 a.m. to watch this.
Episodes 1 through 3 are out, so go check it out. And we're going to talk about it right now. So, Jim, people saw who you were on episode 1, but who is Jim before Beast Games?
Pre-Beast Games. Well, I don't know. That's a long story. I went to high school in South Florida. I played football, track and field, theater. I did all kinds of stuff in high school. I was that guy. I've always had a real extroverted personality. If 100 people walk into a room, I will be the one that people usually notice, mainly because I'm the loudest.
So then how did Beast Games get on your radar? I mean, did you watch season 1 as it came out?
So when Beast Games season 1 came out, I watched the whole thing in one sitting with my friend in a night. And we didn't plan for that. We literally watched episode 1 and then we were like, okay, it's go time. So we went to Taco Bell and we probably bought like $50 worth of stuff from Taco Bell, which is a lot from Taco Bell.
That's a lot. I mean,
oh yeah. And we watched the whole thing in one sitting, 10 hours of TV. I mean, that's ridiculous.
And then so how did season 2 get on your radar?
Season 2 got on my radar because that friend I had sat and ate a bunch of Taco Bell with and watched season 1 with, that friend hit me up and he said, yo, they're casting for Beast Games season 2. It's strong versus smart. You need to apply. And I was in the middle of, I think I was in like a family law class. And while I was sitting in class, I was not paying attention. And I filled out the form. I went to my car and filmed my audition video, and they got back to me in like 20 minutes.
Wow.
So I had to be one of like the first applications that they received.
Who knows that Taco Bell kind of brought you to Beast Games season 2.
I know.
By the way, if you guys aren't following Taco Bellfy, at Taco Bellfy on Instagram, you have to check it out. There's a lot of Beast Games Taco Bell content, believe it or not. It's pretty cool. So you hear back 20 minutes, and then like from that moment you press submit and you heard back to the moment you were on set for episode 1. Like, how long was that time?
I don't even remember. I think it was about a month. I think it was about a month between, or no. It was 2 months. And so during that 2-month time, right, the theme is strong versus smart. So we have a little bit more to go off of than you guys. We know, okay, I'm going to have to do some kind of strong challenge. I'm going to have to be strong. So I'm in the gym. I'm pumping up for those 2 months. I mean, I'm getting big, but I'm pretty much just doing like the bench press and like squats. I mean, not even squats. I won't even say that. I'm doing like leg press and like leg extension, fake leg days.
Well, one of the things I remember when we were in the city and talking about, you're like, yeah, I lift weights to look good.
I lift weights to look good. Yeah, no, I was training like a complete bodybuilder. Like, I think I showed up at like 185 or 190. And then the whole time I was there, I was just eating junk food, so it all went away.
Well, I mean, you shared that you did theater. You're currently in graduate school.
Yes,
studying to be an attorney. I mean, like, so did it ever cross your mind that you would maybe be selected or would opt into the smart team?
No, I didn't want to do anything like that because I figured there'd be some memorization stuff. And that first challenge was just like, what, 16 blocks?
I know. When I watched that, I go, I don't know if I could have gotten through. I mean, that's like, I'm decent at memorization, but that's a lot.
So they didn't show this in the show, but one of the things that I was down there doing when they show all the smart people up there on the deck, but the strong guys are down there and we're just doing like chants for them and stuff. I'm down there chanting different colors. Jimmy's going red, blue, green, and I'm going yellow,
Oh my God.
red.
Are you already, when you're saying all this stuff, did you already know you were going to the city, or were you still about to compete? Like, that's why, that's like, because it's important to know, because it's a giant sense of relief when you know you're getting through.
Yeah, I think the strong team went first. I do think we went first.
So let's think about that. Obviously, you lift weights to look good. So it's not always for performance per se. Like when you saw everybody else there, I mean, there are some specimens. Did
Oh my
you
god.
did you get a little bit nervous going into the first challenge?
Um I wasn't nervous up until I saw what it was. I don't climb ropes. I'm not some kind of American Ninja Warrior like Vance was. I am I'm a guy who goes to the gym and does push pull legs. That's what I do. That's my I'm a washed up college athlete. I was a second string running back in college.
Yeah, but I
So
mean, albeit it was a couple years ago. I mean, so you I mean you're still fit, you're still young, you're still in shape.
I'm still active. I'm still in shape, yeah.
So so you get a little nervous. You see what you have to do. Um, was there ever a doubt where you go, I might be going home today?
Um so this is the thing, right? This is why throughout the season, they're probably not even going to have this in the show ever, like if they haven't showed it yet. But when the strong team did the first challenge, we did not get that 50 number
Yeah.
offer up. And I don't even know if they're going to want you like posting, you got to run this by them. But they there was like only half of the strong people were even able to complete that first challenge. There was so many things wrong with it. People's blocks were falling, like they'd come down and their blocks would fall. They'd get to the top and fall from the top. So only like 25 people actually completed that challenge. So the rest of the boys and girls had to split up and do push-ups.
So did you make it first through the first tranche, or were you one of the push up?
I was in the push-ups.
Wow. Okay.
So it was like 25 dudes lined up and the only 5 of us could go. And so we were just doing push-ups with the lawyers, looking at our chest,
Yes.
seeing,
Oh,
when we
yeah.
hit the
I
ground.
mean, trust me. We did push-ups in season 1 on episode 6, and yeah, it's like you have one person assigned to each person to make sure it's like good form. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
we I will say we got to I think the number was like 76. We did like 76 and I was in the line and I was going cuz I do push pull legs. I was like this is me. Like yo, it's going to take 150 boys. You got to be able to do 150. I was saying that.
I love it. Well, I mean, and that's something I noticed in episode 1 is you were not shy to speak your mind, and obviously a lot of it is in jest and it's it's clever and it's quick. Like, what was that? Is this just who you are, or was that a strategy going into the games?
So I would say my strategy going into the games was I don't want to put uh I don't want to put too much of a target on my back, but at the same time I want to be myself. Like I don't want to come in and try to pretend to be somebody I'm not. So I really went in with the most authentic version of myself I could possibly deliver, which is very goofy, outwardly facing. I'm very extroverted. I'm a very goofy, sarcastic guy. I crack a lot of jokes, but internally, right, when you look at some of my conversations with Monica, number 152, you'll see me kind of retract a little bit and it's serious and I'll get real with her.
Yeah, no, and I remember when I met you, and do you recall when we first met?
Well, okay, can I talk about that?
Yeah.
So when I first met you, I broke down in tears. And it was one because that's when it felt like, oh my God, like this could be me, right? This could be me. Like this is the guy who won last season. He won $10 million. Like that, it could actually realistically be me. Um, and two, we're sleep deprived.
Oh, dude.
We're on Jimmy's sleep schedule, and
It,
Jimmy's a machine. Like we're not sleeping.
it was awesome. I mean, like, so like, and we'll go backwards a little bit, but this was after the reveal, and like I said, like it doesn't always go in succession. So we revealed, and then they're like, okay, like food break, and we go outside, and again, I don't know anybody except the OGs,
Yeah.
and like saying hi to people, and also it's like you guys have been together for like a week. You guys have gone through some stuff, and you're going like,
A
who
little bit
are
longer than
these?
that.
Why are these OGs here? Like, who are these people? So it was like some people were kind of giving me the stink eye. Other people were, having great conversations. But I remember you came
Yeah.
up, yeah, and you're like, hey, I just want to introduce myself. You're a little emotional. It was great. But
No, but like you're such you're an inspiring guy. Like you have to know who you are, Jeff. Like us being game players this season, when we see you, like that is what we want to be. You're the poster boy for Beast Games. We want to be like you.
Well, well, thank you. What I was saying is like this is you. Like you have so many different colors, and I thought it was neat to like again. I've seen you funny and funky and really sharp and shrewd, but also sincere and emotional.
Yeah.
And it's I know that's what you wanted to do is be yourself. Obviously that works for me. I love when people are themselves. Um, a personality like yours that is a little kind of loud. Were there people who kind of rub the wrong way? Like visibly, did you know like people kind of going, okay, who's this Jim guy?
Definitely. So I would say my personality is not very strategic in a Beast Games environment. I'm bold. People notice me. I said when 100 people walk in a room, you notice the one. And when that guy that you notice in Beast Games, it's actually not good to be that guy. It's better to fly under the radar. But I just couldn't help it. I've been a Mr. Beast fan my whole life. I'm one of the guys who subscribed back in 2016.
Yeah.
I grew up on Chandler. I grew up on Carl and Jimmy and Tyler Conklin. I mean, meeting Tyler Conklin was such a trip to me. Watching him run a marathon in the world's biggest shoes, like I remember that video.
Well, I mean, okay, so like it's kind of like a dream come true. You're here and you're like, okay, this is my chance to be myself. But also, you kind of get through the first challenge. You kind of go, okay, now I'm down to the top 100. Wow, these OGs are here. Like things are getting real. Um, Going back to episode 1, when you looked at the smart team and they were doing what they were doing, um, was there anybody on the smart team where you're going, gosh, I really hope they make it through? Or were you kind of just really sticking to the strong at that time?
I had a lot of friends on the smart team. My mindset actually was I need to have as many smart people as possible near me. I had an alliance of about 10 people when we first got there because we thought for whatever reason that the second challenge was going to be the 10-person team thing. So and that never ended up being a thing. So I had about 5 smart people and 5 strong people, and yeah, we actually were so crazy about it. We had the smart guys divvy up what their different types of intelligence were. So we had problem solvers, we had math people, we had puzzle guys, creative people. Like we had all kinds of people on our.
Season 2 had so many different types of people. It was super impressive that they can get that. I mean, it's obviously Beast can get people together, but like it was just such a wide variety of folks that like literally I talked the first day I was there, I talked to 3 rocket scientists. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Well, and to that point, I will say throughout the season, I think a lot of the smart folks, I think they had a lower breaking point than the strong folks, because the smart guys, I mean, they said it in episode 1, the smart guys, they have like really good jobs. These guys work for NASA and SpaceX, and they have unbelievable jobs. So a lot of them already have a lot of money. I think one of the dudes in my alliance had a net worth of like 5 million. And so we were like, okay, yeah, we'll put you on the tower if it comes down to it.
Awesome. Well, I mean, so like, when you think, okay, so the challenge ended for you in a push-up contest, and like you get through, you're in the top 100. Did that cost you anything, like physically, or did you burn any bridges, or is there anything in after episode 1 where you go, oh my gosh, like it's gonna be really hard in the next challenge?
So that first challenge changed the way I played the game completely. If I made it up the pole and I was just good like that, I probably would have played the games a little bit differently. But when I was lying on the mat, looking up, and Monica is looking down at me like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just like, "Oh no!" Like I felt such a wave of of anguish. I felt like I was going to miss out on such an amazing experience, and all these people that I had met were going to go on and make unbelievable memories. And I didn't think about the money at all. I wasn't thinking about the dollar signs. And so for the rest of the games, I was just dedicated to making the absolute most out of that experience as possible, because that's what really brought me there in the first place. I'm a fan.
It sounds like that was kind of a blessing in disguise. It kind of shook you to kind of go, hey, be here, give it your all, have fun, be present. And
Yeah.
you bring up a great point. The games, there's so much. I think FOMO is just such an overused word, but it's like it's so fun that you don't want them to stop.
Yes.
And it's not like, oh my gosh, I don't want to miss out, but it's not like I just want to keep playing. Like the games are so fun, and that's one of the reasons why I never took a bribe in season 1 was because I just wanted to play.
I just want to have fun. I wanted to. My mindset wasn't, oh, I need to win. My mindset was, I need to last.
Yeah,
I need to last as long as I possibly can.
So let's think about it. You said you were laying on the mat. You thought you were eliminated. Monica's looking down at you. You mentioned Monica a couple times. Like, would love to kind of hear. Like, nobody really, at least most people I've met in the last 2 years, go into Beast Games with thinking about finding a love interest.
I'm not the kind of guy to even think about finding a love interest ever. That's just not who I am. But I mean, we showed up in Vegas, and on like day 2, I had met her, and people are hitting me up today. They're like, yo, you told her you love her after 2 days? And I'm like, no, it wasn't exactly 2 days. It was almost like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. It's not that bad.
But in Beast time, that's like 2 months.
You have no phone. You're with each other 24/7. There's the whole flight from Vegas to Greenville where we're sitting next to each other. Like there's no distractions. It's just 24/7, her and I.
And especially for you, again, like you think about where you are in your life, like you've probably have always lived with technology by your side, whether a tablet or a computer or a phone. So to be like, again, I was born in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. Like when I was a teenager, when I was 14, like we didn't have cell phones. Like I rode my bike and we hung out. It was great. So for you to like have
Stone Ages.
Yeah, it was the Stone Age back in my day. But no, it's one of these things where like Beast time is really strange, and you forge these really strong friendships and connections really quickly, and you kind of get to see who someone is. So like, what do you remember the moment where you realized like something might be happening?
I think, that moment was after the second challenge, after I got out of Bluff. Actually, it might have, it was right around that Bluff time. It could be right when it started even, because right when I walked into the section that had Bluff on it, I was just like, okay, this is like my first time splitting up from Monica in like a minute. Like we had literally been side by side since day 1. And so we split up, and they put us in separate areas, and we play the separate games. And that whole time, the audience will never know this feeling of, it's like a period of 3 days where I don't know if she's going to be in the city when I get back or not. So when we first saw each other, when I came back to the city and I come back through the portal, I go, we are so back! Let's go! And I see her, that's when it became real.
Well, I mean, I remember that moment again, because like, again, a lot of your guys' connection, you guys were a part of Beast Games for well over a week and a half or 2 weeks before I met you guys. And, you hear bits and pieces. I talk to people and I hear who people are, who's connected to who's friends with who's kind of rivals. And I heard about you guys. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, this looks real. Like, this looks super real. So, like, my question for you is, like, you're in Bluff. And she was in Balance. She was in Balance. Like, was it hard for you to kind of stay locked in? Like, were your emotions kind of getting the best of you? Or, like, what did you do to make sure, hey, I need to get through?
So, I mean, you saw the way played out. There was nothing I could do. It was a game of pure chance. It was names out of a box. Like, for me, I think that's a better question for Monica. I think Monica, in the game of balance, she was one of the last teams of two. She went something a crazy amount of rounds, just over and over and over again, pulling those rocks. So I definitely think she locked in. As for me, I was just praying to God. I was on the ground praying to God. You can see it. I'm down there just going, please, please, please.
Well, either way, it totally worked out, and like zooming out again, we're only through episodes 3, and by the grace of God, you and I are still alive. We're in it, which
I
is
literally
awesome.
failed. I fell in the obstacle course.
Oh,
I
no,
started falling behind, and I tried to catch up, and I took a leap of faith. I said, you know what? Like, I'm too far behind. I gotta go now.
I mean,
And just
because I remember having a conversation with you after that, and you're like, I fell in episode 1. I got my name picked out of a hat in episode 2, and I fell in episode 3, and I'm still here. Here.
That's the thing, right? You're allowed to fall. You can fall in the first challenge. You can fall in the second challenge, but you gotta make sure you're always falling forward. That's the thing. I always fell forward.
Well, and you also had a good outlook. You had a good attitude. You were a good teammate. You were able to kind of draw stuff out of people with humor, which is neat. Like, just even again, like, we're fast forwarding a little bit in the episodes, but the way you communicated with JC was just brilliantly hysterical.
Like, JC, hey.
but it's just it's neat, like, that you say stuff that probably is on everybody's mind, but you say it with humor that just kind of makes people at ease. It was
it makes it easier.
It makes it easier. So kind of like without getting into the details, totally, like with you and Monica 152, like, looking back, do you think that relationship helped? Like, is that like what your Beast Games experience is? Like, did it like really define your experience, or was there something else that did?
I would say that was definitely the biggest part of my Beast Games experience. I think that's a game where you have a lot of loose connections with people. People are just meeting each other. Alliances are inherently very weak. You haven't met anyone. You don't know these people. They're random people that you've never met before, and you don't know anything about them other than what they tell you, and you can't look them up because you don't have a phone.
Yeah.
So in a game like that, where everybody has such fragile alliances, I no doubt had the strongest one. I was in a relationship with this person. Me and Monica, we had a bond of love in those games. And so I think the audience and everybody watching the show will see that people will be intimidated by that, because they know that that is a really strong alliance where emotions are involved.
And if you think about it, like, and again, for the viewers, if you haven't watched episode 1 through 3, watch it now. But in episode 1, for the strong team, Monica finishes first out of 100 people, which is just amazing, And so so not only did you connect with someone and you have that strong bond,
but you connected with the right person.
Yeah,
yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, so that's
and that's attractive.
Yeah,
that's
no,
attractive.
of course. It's yeah, she was an absolute specimen. When I heard that she won that, and then I saw her perform on Challenge 3 on the obstacle course, I was like, okay, she is a force to be reckoned with.
This is a problem.
So I want to get to the city, because like when I think of the city, I think of you. Like you were like, I'm the mayor of the city. I love the city. I never want to leave. Like, this is my city.
This is my home.
And again, like every kind of my interaction with you, I realized, like more and more, like, he really cares for Monica. Oh, he really wants to stay in the city. Like, this isn't just a bit. It's funny, but it's real. Like,
no, it's real.
Was there? You see it on the episodes. There was a little bit of kind of just a little tension with you guys in a relationship in the city. Was there other tension going on in the city outside of that, or like, was it pretty much kumbaya when you guys first came to the city?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
So meaning like when I think back to episode 1 in season 1, it's like we all just want to get to the city. and like
Mhm.
we're just all kind of happy and excited. But for you guys, like you guys all got to the city. There's 100 people there now, and
Mhm.
it's kind of getting real. Like you have a 1% chance to win $5 million. Was there tension in the city? Like were there cliques? Were people like really
Yeah.
trying to like get ready for the next challenge?
There was, I mean, day one. They did a brilliant job of showing it in the show. They had, I mean, there was it was those early days in the city were the best when there was 100 people. And I don't know, maybe I'm just a sucker for this because I can separate the drama from real world, right? We're in this weird environment. This is not real life. Like people are making decisions that are crazy.
Oh yeah.
Um, it's not the real world. I don't think what anybody does in the show says anything about who they are as a person in the real world. Um, but at the same time, you are playing a game with real money against real people. So there's something there. And I think I spent a lot of time throughout the show trying to like morally work through some of the decisions that people were making throughout the season.
It's
But
it's
that first
hard.
night, man, that first night when you're choosing who to surround yourself with, you got to look at who you think people really are.
Yeah, you make a great point because again you're assessing unlimited information, um,
What
and
they
you
tell
understand it's a
you.
game, but it's real. You do build connections to help you in the game, but you also build connections because you're connecting with people. Like these are like
Hmm.
my friends from season one, my friends from season two, like are real. Like these are real connections.
Yeah.
Um, but like yeah, you make one bad choice and it could crush you for sure. Um, was there it's a game and you mentioned kind of like you kind of realize gosh I have to play, you're looking at things a little differently. Was there anybody that stood out that you kind of go like kind of your spidey senses alerted you and kind of go hey I need to watch out for this guy or this gal?
So there's an alliance. They show it very early on. They it's dramatic, and we were going around the city. We were calling them the Avengers. It's Nick, it's August, it's Katie, it's Tyler, and it's Jack. I don't know all of their numbers. I don't have their numbers memorized, but
I
those are
got
the
them
guys.
172 118 167.
Dang, dang, whoa. Yeah, those guys. The Avengers. Everybody was calling them the Avengers, and uh they were serious. I mean, those guys were serious. They were game players. They were there to win.
I
And
got them.
so
I met them. Most of them were on the dodgeball in episode 2 for me, and
and
I got into dodgeball thinking that it was a totally different game. Like I thought it was going to be like some marbles game, but it
no.
was exactly what it was. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going against monsters, like
So I was in
Division 1 college
Bluff.
quarterbacks. Yeah.
I was in Bluff, and I looked over and I saw you in dodgeball, and I was like, "Oh dear God, they're gonna eat him alive!" Like, there's a reason I didn't choose balls.
Well,
I saw that alliance in there, and I knew, right? I'm a big personality. Like, people see me. I'm very visible. I can't hide myself. I knew they were looking at me like, "Hey, why don't you come over here to balls, buddy? 1, 2, 3, gym." You
yeah,
know.
no,
So I
totally.
wasn't
It's
doing that. I was not
because
going there.
it is something that I heard is like, oh yeah, obviously you hear JT say, oh, the love couple, but like yeah, people, it was one of these things that for some reason it rubbed people the wrong way, or at least some people.
Yeah, I
And
don't know.
like in games, you're looking for just one reason to rationalize a decision.
Like,
And
exactly. I think that's what it is. I think that's
yeah,
what it is more than anything.
so we've kind of jumped around, but like we talked about you and I meeting for the first time after the reveal, but like let's rewind to that moment. Okay, you get to the top 100. You have a pretty long break. You fly from Vegas to Greenville. You are wondering when you're going to do the next challenge. It's been days and days and days. You finally get to the studio and you walk in. Like, can you describe what that room was like?
I mean, so I'm a Mr. Beast fan. I said it. I'm a huge Mr. Beast fan. I always have been. So when I walked into that room and I saw the big red circle, I think for any Mr. Beast fan, that's immediately setting off,
Last to leave the
some
circle.
memory reboot
Yeah.
vibes. So yeah, no, it was definitely an anxiety moment. I think I got really excited when they brought out the briefcases because I was like, oh great, like people are gonna leave, like this is awesome. And then you guys showed up, and I was like, wait, no, but that's actually kind of sick. Like I'll take this. Like this is cool. Like
The crazy thing about Beast Games is like it's certainly not predictable, but after you watch it, it kind of goes, "Oh, that makes sense." Like, was there any idea of having past competitors come back to compete? Like, did you think about that at all at the moment, or like,
no,
yeah? And I
no.
didn't either. Like, just to give you some perspective, like I didn't know had a chance to be back in the games really until like 2 days before. I knew I was coming back. Like they told me like 3 weeks before, hey, can you come out? You're going to be involved in the game in some capacity. It might be for a little bit. It might be for a lot of bit. But I had no clue who else, was there. I mean, I did see JC on the plane, so I kind of was like neat to see him
No way.
on
What
the
a
plane. And yeah,
crossover.
oh yeah, it was great.
Oh my God.
And JC's great. I mean, JC and I, obviously, if you watched season one, we had a little bit of beef, but like we're like two cousins who love each other and like want to strangle each other sometimes.
Let me tell you
But yeah,
the
but
beef that you guys.
JC's awesome. JC, in episode 2 and 3, absolutely crushed it. It was cool watching
Hey,
him
he
go.
was on my platform.
So we take off the masks. You see who we are. Was there anything about you that said, "Hey, I want to take 100K and go home"?
No, I was
Love it.
never taking that 100K after just even though I had literally just failed the challenge before and had to do push-ups in the whatever the gaunt. I don't even know what you want to call that. Yeah, even though I had just failed the challenge before and had to do push-ups, I was so down to stay and ride this out. I wanted to do whatever I could to last as long as possible.
Well, that's awesome. And you seem obviously very, hey, this is great. Oh, geez, this is fun. I'd love to have him back. What was everybody else thinking? Like, what were people next to you when they saw the mask and they realized, oh, if someone takes a bribe, they come back in. Like, what was the chatter?
Monica was pissed, man. Monica was mad. She was mad to see pretty much everybody up there. She loved JC. She had a great relationship with JC in the show, but she was pissed.
Oh,
And she was in my ear. I was getting excited. I was jumping up and down. I'm going, JC's back for more money. I'm cracking jokes, and she's like, shh, this is not a good thing. This is
well,
bad.
it's not. I mean, like again, I can only imagine what it must feel like for the players because it's like we've gone through so much, like we've gotten this far, and you just get a chance to come back in, like you had your chance. So like I love the deliberate tension it creates, and it's crazy to think that only 3 OGs were alive after that second episode.
Yeah, and would you look at that? The three with the most money, too.
Hey, maybe
What?
winners know how to win.
Well, winners know how to win. I mean, there has to be something to be said for that.
Was there any other OGs that you connected with that you kind of go, gosh, I'm so glad I got to meet them or talk to them?
Yeah, in the show, we see my first interaction with JC when he joins our team for the obstacle course, and I'm like, this guy, like the guy. There's three OGs. We have the overall winner, we have the island winner, and we have the guy who ripped 650 in the money grab. Like, are you joking right now? Like, this is the one we're getting? Like, there's two other options that are just fine. And I don't know, as the games progress, like I really started to develop just like a great relationship with JC, and he became like, I mean, it was me and Monica for the longest time, and then he became our third. Like he was like our rock.
And you guys, and you can kind of see it in these first 3 episodes, but like you guys had a good little friendship. And again, like I thought you really, really helped humanize JC. Again, like JC taking 650, like again, it's a game. Like he had his chance, he did it, didn't eliminate
Yeah.
anybody. But you did a great job of kind of like making light of it and like when I look back and watch these first 3 episodes, I'm telling you, like JC on the obstacle course was awesome to watch for us to
I mean,
watch.
oh my gosh, like let's go.
Yeah, like
I mean,
crushed
albeit
it.
the girl fell like on like the
But he was
second
so
teeter.
excited. Like he was just, I'm like, and we're
Nah,
by
he
the
was
way,
locked
we're
in.
watching this from the city. We're watching on a big screen. We're like, oh yeah.
When it shakes and it's him, more money.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's all he says. More
Oh
money.
my god, that was so funny.
So good. Well, man, this is. I'm gonna have to bring you back.
Oh yeah, please do. There's a lot of things I'd love to talk about going forward.
Beast Games season 2 drops. You kind of get to experience it firsthand. Now you get to watch it with your loved ones and like your friends. You know, is there anything that Beast Game revealed about you that you didn't know before?
Um, I think Beast Games to me just really showed how much I enjoy life and just how much I really try to make the most of every moment. You know, when there's 100 people, I'm the one you notice, but if there's 100 people, I'm also the one having the most fun. You put me in any environment, I'm always going to be that guy who's trying to have as much fun as he possibly can wherever I am.
Yeah, and I mean it's palpable. I mean you see it, you feel it. And again, the cool thing about when someone's themselves is it's not for everybody, but like for the people who it is for, it's awesome.
It's
I
good.
was one of those ones where I'm like, oh my gosh, like if you can spend 5 minutes with Jim and you love it, you can spend 5 years with Jim. Is my theory.
Yeah.
So if you could go back to episode 1 and tell Jim one thing, is there anything you would have told him differently?
Definitely. But I don't even know if I can say that right now. I don't even know if I can say that right now.
Amazing. Okay. Well, what a great little ploy to make sure I do bring you back.
I
That is
can't say that
hysterical.
right now. I definitely cannot say that right now. But
Okay.
there
Then,
is one thing that I definitely wish I would have did and I didn't do.
okay. Well, we'll come back to that. We'll put a pin in that. Lastly, for everybody who's watched episodes 1 through 3, is there anything about your journey that they're missing that wasn't shown?
Anything about my journey that wasn't shown? I mean, I feel like a lot of my journey was shown. Compared to some other guys on the show, a lot of me is in there. Um, Maybe one thing that's not shown. Ah, man, I feel like they hit the hammer on the nail here. I mean, they got it.
It is crazy how they do it. When you have so many contestants and you have so much footage, they tell a great story. Like they actually show who people are in the moment. And I agree. I think they showed all your colors, which was super interesting and very entertaining for sure. Um,
I think one thing I'll say is throughout the show, people look at me like I'm just the jester and I'm always goofy and I'm not thinking about things and I'm just trying to have the most fun as possible. But real talk, I was trying to win and I had a plan to win the entire season.
I that
I
that
had a
doesn't
plan.
that doesn't surprise me. I you are you're sharp, and you could see that you're always playing the game even if you're having fun, and I think that's not easy to do. Not
Well,
easy to do at all.
when you're a Beast fan, when you love Mr. Beast and you love those videos and you've watched so many of them, you can't help but to have fun playing the game.
Well, uh, final question of the night, and I think
Mhm.
this kind of goes to Beast fans and Beast contestants. Like, how do you feel that being a part of the games, the season's done, the cameras are off, like you can speak for yourself or speak for kind of the group at large. Like, how does this experience change you?
Oh man. Well, I think let me think about that. That's a really good question. How does it change me? I think the way I look at people's intentions now has changed. I feel like now I am way more analytical on what people are thinking. I think people go into every situation, even in the real world. They're going into a situation with the idea of trying to get a certain outcome, usually. And so I'm now in the real world, I'm on the lookout for what that outcome might specifically be. What are they looking for? What do they want? Why are people interacting with me? Do they want me to be their friend, or do they want to be an enemy? What do they mean by that when they said that, you know?
Super interesting. Yeah,
And
I hope I haven't seen the last of you either. I'm definitely going to bring you back. I love chatting with you. And, again, we're going to bring on contestants for every episode. In the comments, please share insights, questions. If you got stuff for Jim, I'm sure he'll respond. You got stuff for me, I'll respond too. But Jim, where can people find you online?
yeah, so my Instagram is Jim Wins. That's JimWinzz, and that is my handle on pretty much everything. TikTok, Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, but Instagram is the main place where I'm pretty active.
Awesome. Well, Jim, everybody, please check out Jim. Entertaining content. He's a funny one. We'll definitely have you back. But thanks for being on episode 1 of the Beast Files season 2.
Yes.
Until next time.
Peace out. Peace.